Okay. Hello. I hope you're being good for the sub. If you're watching this video, it's because I'm out and I've left you some examples that are going to go right along with this handout that I've left you. So let's get started. Number 1 on the handout says 5a plus 2 is equal to 7. These are two-step equations, and what you need to do is you need to undo adding and subtracting first, and then we'll undo multiplying and dividing. Our goal is to get that a all alone on one side. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. That's going to give me 0. So just have the 5a. And 7 minus 2 is 5. So I re-evaluate what I need to do. I need to get rid of this 5. This 5 and this a are being multiplied. To get rid of them, I need to divide. So I'll do that on both sides. This will become 1. 1a looks like this. And 5 over 5 is 1. To check my equation, I'm going to take that 1 and I'm going to put it in place of a, and I'm going to see if it really equals 7. 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7. So yes, that one checks. I'm also going to work number 12 from this handout. It says 5.8n plus 3.7 equals 29.8. And what we'll need to do first is isolate the n. We're going to undo adding and subtracting first. So I'm going to subtract 3.7 from both sides. Go ahead and do that on your calculator so you don't have to worry about getting that wrong. 29.8 minus 3.7 is 26.1. That canceled out. This equals 5.8n. Now we'll need to undo the multiplication. 5.8 is being multiplied by n. To undo that, I will divide both sides by 5.8. So n equals 26.1 divided by 5.8 is 4.5. Now to check that, I just take 5.8, I put that 4.5 in place of the variable n, add 3.7, and check to see if that's equal to 29.8. So I'll do that here. 5.8 times 4.5 is 26.1. When I add 3.7, I get 29.8. So this turned out to be 26.1. I added 3.7. I got 29.8. So that one checked. Okay, I'm also going to work 14 because I want to remind you what to do when you see a negative sign in front of a letter and you don't really see a number there. Remember that that is a negative 1. So we'll approach this one the same way. We want to isolate that letter D. We're going to do that by subtracting 7 from both sides. Those are going to cancel. It's going to say negative 1D equals negative 4. Divide both sides by negative 1. D equals 4. Now to check it, negative 1 times 4 plus 7, is that really equal to 3? Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 7 is 3. Yes, that one checks. 23. I thought you might want to see this one as well. Got several processes in there. So I want you to watch as we try to isolate the letter N. We're going to get rid of that 5 first by subtracting 5 from both sides. It's going to cancel out here. Now, negative 9 minus 5, if you're not good with integers, put that in your calculator. That's going to be negative 14 equals, now you got a negative hanging around out in front of that fraction. You're better off to stick it on the 12. You're better off to put it on that 12. That way you don't have to deal with it with the letter N in just a minute. So if you'll do that, to undo this is division, N divided by negative 12. To undo division, you need to multiply by negative 12 on both sides. Those are going to cancel. And n is equal to, be careful that you enter -12 with the negative button down here. Don't use the one on the side. Times -14. And that answer is 168. So how are you going to check this one? Well, -9, does it really equal -168 over 12 plus 5? We're going to put that in our calculator. You can put the negative on the 168, get -14. You could have done it this way. Same thing, get the same thing, either way. Plus 5, going to give you -9. So yes, that's going to be -14 plus 5. It's going to be -9. 28. Solving for n. Doesn't have a negative here. This one's not as difficult. So I want you to subtract 2 from both sides. When you subtract 2 here, that -21 minus 2 is -23. It's equal to n over 3. Then you multiply both sides by 3. And I get -69. So when I plug that in, -21, is that really equal to -69 over 3 plus 2? You can see it. -69 divided by 3 plus 2 is -21. So that one works.